Well, can you hear me? I think I put the stream on the website, but I'm not sure if it actually works. Yeah, I don't know. Can you hear me? I'm not sure if there's any lag or there might be a delay for some reason. Yeah, I'm not sure if what if there's a delay when you have an embed? All right, well, let's make another test. Well, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I just spoke. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why you're not able to hear me properly. Yeah, desktop. Well, my mic seems to be active, but yeah, I'm not sure. Testing. Can you hear anything? Yeah. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Are you able to listen to what I'm saying in real time? Or is there like a 3 seconds delay or something like that? 5. 6. 7. Yeah, I think we should be looking into that because for some reason there's a delay between the time that I speak and that you type in the chat. Yeah, all right. Uh, Type something in the chat if you're there, and perhaps we can start in a minute or two. Hi, Scolopendra. Yeah, well, I think we're
Yeah,
gonna
all
add a
right.
feature. Type something in the chat if you're there, and perhaps we can start in a yeah, we're gonna add a feature in the future where we can see all the people attending the stream, at least in the community section button that we have. All right, so I'll just start talking. So welcome everyone, and today we'll talk about the future of World of Solana. As you may all know, at least for a couple of you guys and gals attending, we launched the project 3 years ago, so time flew by really fast. But I'm really grateful for being a holder of the project, and hopefully we can keep pushing forward. So, as you know, we started this project as an art-only project with the collaboration with BTG, which was our main artist at the beginning. Then we tried to launch a second collection, but as you may all know, the bear market was upon us and we were not able to release anything. I mean, we did all the artwork, like to actually publish a 10,000 PFP collection. And as you might have seen a couple of the samples on Discord, like it's really nice and it's a beautiful artwork done by a new artist. But unfortunately, even as of today, even if Solana went back from $8 to now trading to around 130 bucks, and it even made a new all-time high. Unfortunately, the NFT market didn't follow up with the price appreciation of Sol. So that's where we decided to think like what can we do to actually continue the project, because obviously it's not going to work if we're just doing an art only project. And we tried a lot of things, like, for example, you might remember that a couple months ago, like I would say in early Jan of 2024, I said we would launch an ETF for Solana. And well, I mean, I'm sharing my screen, but I can show you that, I mean, we did do a lot of the work to get this done. We did get for example, okay, I'll just open a couple of the things that I did. So we did incorporate the company, we did create, we did audit our financial statements as of last year as part of the requirement to create a financial company. Uh, and as you can see, like, yeah, we had around like 200,000 of initial capital 2 years ago to start, excuse me, last year to start the project. And yeah, so we did do all the compliance and filled everything we could to launch this ETF. I can even show you let me just show you a couple other things. For example, we had uh, like the whole custody agreement that would have been the company who would have actually custodied the funds to create the Solana ETF. And we did literally everything we could have done to get this done. Unfortunately for us, what happened is that there's a company in Canada that decided to actually use an already listed public company and make it about making it as like a sailor type of micro strategy, but for Solana. So this company basically took the whole Canadian market that we wanted to I guess, get with this Solana ETF. So that's why we had to cancel the ETF project. And now with Silent, we were discussing, okay, what else can we do to actually make a difference in the, and then said, okay, we're gonna create a streaming platform. And at first, we were not exactly sure how we would do this. And the streaming platform would actually serve for a character that we created. Because as you all know, World of Solana is about Solana as a character, as a blockchain superhero. And we made like an anime character out of that. I can show you, like we made a bunch of illustrations about her that we're probably going to release at some point in the future. But yeah, so we made, I guess, a 2D artwork about her, but we also decided to create a 3D model. And with the 3D model, we made a bunch of like, we could say like TikTok sketches. And I'll just show one of them just so you see like basically the work we did for this. So I'll show this one, for example, which is pretty funny, but all right, I'll just play it.
Listen up, Degens. We're gonna make Solana great again. So great you won't believe it. It's gonna be huge. We're talking big blocks, the biggest blocks. We're talking big transactions. You ever seen a blockchain this fast? I don't think so. Nobody's faster than Solana, Degens. Nobody. You're gonna win so much, you're gonna be tired of winning. The speed, the scalability. It's gonna be tremendous, Degens. It's gonna be tremendous. It's gonna be so fast, you can't believe it. Ethereum, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about Ethereum. Ethereum's so far in the past. We're gonna blow them out of the water, Degens, and we're gonna do it with style. Thank you, thank you. And I'm telling you right now, I'll make the ETF happen. It's gonna be the best ETF you've ever seen. You'll say, wow, this is the most beautiful, most amazing ETF ever. I can't even believe how good it is. That's how good it is. I can't even believe it. You won't even believe your eyes when you see it. You're gonna love it, Degens, believe me. Listen up, Degens.
Yeah, so that's one of the many sketches we did. I think we did in total something like 25 of them. And yeah, so now we have a lot of content to do the marketing of this Solana.stream platform. So at first we created this platform to let Solana, the character, as a VTuber. By the way, a VTuber means it's a virtual YouTuber. So we want her to stream there. And so we created the platform for her. And then Silent had this idea, why don't we just open the platform for every streamer? So so that's where we had this idea, okay, let's expand the platform and have all the features that we could that a real streamer would want so they can actually start using our platform to accept crypto tips. So if you go, I guess for those that are signed up on the Solana.stream platform right now, you will see next to the write a message, you have like a gift button. So here we have two types of gifts. We have shouts and we have gifts. You can see shouts like as a form of super chat. So if you click it, then you can pick between USDC, Sol, and now okay, it's it's a bit funny, but we put Wobo. But eventually we're gonna put our own token there. It's just that I would have liked to use the World of Solana token, but it's using like an old SPL version and it was not working properly. So we put a random token there just to see how it works. So if you pick, for example, USDC, we put like really small amounts for testing purposes. So if you have some Sol or some USDC, you can test the feature right now. So let's say you type a small message and you send your shout. you're gonna confirm the transaction with your wallet. In this case, in my case, it's the Phantom wallet. And okay, I don't have Sol in this particular wallet, but yeah, you can try it yourself and you will see that it actually works. So it directly send your tip to the streamer, and it also the platform takes a cut also from the tip. So we have this shout feature, and we also have the gift feature that looks a lot like TikTok for those that are familiar with the platform. So right now we're just using six of them just for testing purposes. So the first five gifts are just like images, and the sixth gift, which is the galaxy, actually plays an animation over the stream. And again, you also have the option to give a tip in any of those three currencies. Uh, so that's pretty much how it works. Otherwise, we did work a lot on this chat. It actually works a lot like a Discord chat. So it actually has a bunch of capabilities, like especially like I can assign a moderator, I can kick people, ban people. Well, admins and owner can even globally ban people from the platform. And yeah, those are all features that are actually working right now. And yeah, okay, there. So we have now we have an example of what the galaxy looks like once it's shown. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And whenever a tip, yeah, sorry, I have to stop using the word donation because it's actually a tip for legal reasons. But for all the tips are aggregated in this button that's called the leaderboard, which is like next to the like in the upper right area of the chat. And it's like the sum of all tips given during the stream. So we have this feature. In the community right now, we're only showing who's streaming and who's moderating. But I think after today's stream, we might actually have the whole list of attendees as well, so people can see who else is watching the stream. It could be like an optional feature that we offer. And and here we also have an info section. Actually, it's not filled for Quant Maven right now, but uh, yeah, so we like for those that have the capability to stream. And by the way, if you want to stream on the platform, we're going to force people to connect their accounts. So they have to connect either their Twitch account or their YouTube account. That's it. By doing that, we're preventing scammers. Because if somebody really connects their YouTube account, then this ensures that the people who are streaming on Solana.stream is actually the real person. So if, for example, Mr. Beast is streaming, then obviously people are going to know it's the real Mr. Beast just because the accounts are paired. And again, that's a feature that's working right now. And we also have a system that, if, for example, if somebody takes Mr. Beast's name and the real Mr. Beast logs in, then whoever stole Mr. Beast's name is gonna lose his name, and it's gonna give like a random like name, like generated numbers, or and then Mr. Beast is gonna claim his name. So that's how we can ensure that people who are streaming are actually legitimate. Then, yeah, in the info section, yeah, you can add, like streamers are able to add a couple, uh, I guess, information about who they are. I don't think, yeah, we're not able to send links in the chat, but that's a good thing because obviously we don't want scammers to share links, like paste links in the chat room. So we want to make sure it's as safe as possible. So there's a lot of safeguards that we have implemented. For example, if you would write a swear word, like you can think about any like, okay, I'm gonna say, let's say you write fuck. I think the chat is gonna block it. So it already has like these kind of features that prevent and make the chat room stays clean. Um, what else can we show? So we still have a couple features that are going to be available before we launch this platform. So we're going to have a dashboard. The dashboard is basically going to show all the tips that the streamer has received over the last month. So it's like a chart that shows basically how many likes, how many subscribers or followers, if they have received more USDC or Sol, like what type of currency they have received the most, who's the biggest tipper for the streamer. So all kinds of statistics are going to be in the dashboard. And then we're going to have another feature that's the feed. Basically, the feed is the aggregated information from Twitch, YouTube, and Solana.stream. So, for example, all the chat rooms from the three websites are going to be displayed at the same place. So it makes it easier for the streamer to see what's happening across all its platform. So that's pretty much what it is. And now, okay, so I'll talk quickly about the token because as you might have seen by maybe looking at our gifts or shouts, we're gonna introduce our own token, which I believe we might still change the name, but as of today, it might be called the VTuber token. And yeah, so basically, if a streamer receives VTuber token, they're gonna get more like like we're gonna take less cut from each tip if the VTuber token is used. While we're gonna take a big a larger cut if people use USDC or Sol. I mean, people are still gonna have the option to choose whatever they want to receive the tip into. But yeah, so I would say the main utility for the token will be the tips. And all the streamers, I believe, are going to be using this. And I think that's about it. We have started working on also a big document explaining all the features and about either the platform or even for the project itself, like what the tokenomic is going to be like all the information is going to be in a single document that's going to be shown on the platform. So I don't know if you guys have any questions about so far. You can maybe just type it in the chat if there's anything you'd like me to cover. But I think I did like a little tour about how the platform works right now. So I'll just stay maybe a couple minutes to answer any questions you might have. You can just type it in the chat and I'll read it and I will answer it. All right, 1 second. So, okay, let me just, okay, I was in the wrong, I was in the looking at the wrong stream. Okay, so now I'm back on the Quant Maven page. So, all right. So, yeah, World of Solana holders will be whitelisted for the token. So you're gonna have basically a clear advantage over anyone else to get the token. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm looking at Sakuya's attempt. So right now, yeah, you wrote fuck like this, but yeah, I think even with YouTube, if you write fuck in like a weird way, it's still gonna display it. But let's say I'm the streamer and I recognize this, I can just right click your message like this, and you see the FUCK message has disappeared for everyone. So it's pretty simple. Heart sounds good too. Yeah, that's a good idea for name as well. 10 cents. Okay, let's just take a look at this. Yeah. Well, I mean, the rose is the most common gift that TikTok has. But we're gonna try to introduce more gifts. Okay, yeah, I'll talk about gifts because we're gonna have actually we're planning to have three types of gifts. We're gonna have single images like what Bernard just sent, which is a single rose. We're gonna have animated gifts like the galaxy that we have, and we're gonna try to have throw a gift that you can throw to the streamer, and the streamer is gonna react. I cannot show it to you right now, but if, for example, Solana, or character is streaming, you're gonna be able maybe to throw at her, let's say, a tomato, and you actually gonna see the tomato hitting her face, like in real time. So we're gonna try to have these types of uh, gifts. Yeah, throwable gifts, exactly. So, but we're still looking at this to implement this. It's not available yet, and I believe only VTubers, as in virtual VTu YouTubers, are going to be able to react to these types of gifts on our platform. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Now, if we're talking about the timeline, as you might know, we're not the best, I guess, in following a timeline because every time we're trying to perfect something and make sure that we have all the features we need. But I would personally say that we're about 4 to 6 weeks away, maybe, in starting to promote the platform. So we still have 4 to 6 weeks left of dev work to finish a couple features, namely the dashboard and feed feature that I talked about, uh, let's say 10 minutes ago. So that's something that we still have to finish working on. But yeah, the dev is working literally 8 hours per day just to make sure that this platform is finished as soon as possible. So do you have a budget to attract high profile streamers to the platform? Well, I mean, we have some budget to attract streamers, but probably not the high like profile streamers. I think we're gonna begin like our approach is gonna be the following. So first, Solana VT is gonna be the exclusive streamer on the platform, and she's gonna stream between one or twice per week, and it's going to be like this for about a week just for people to see how the platform works, and we're going to make sure that we have a lot of marketing, especially in the crypto space, for this stream. So we're gonna try to have as many people as possible to watch Solana VT live. And once this is done, we're gonna open applications for streamers to to file their application, and we're going to review the application. So it's going to be a closed trial, I would say, a closed beta. So we're only going to give access to the platform to a few select streamers that we believe provide quality content for the platform. No, I think the platform is still in the cards. It's just that there's no way right now to launch the collection right away. Because if we do, let's say if tomorrow we launch the second collection, obviously nobody's interested into NFTs and we're not gonna mint out. And I think you might have seen, I think a project that did really good marketing, it's called District. I don't know if you seen their Twitter District. They had like really good artwork, and they did like a the best marketing push they could last week. And despite a really good marketing push, they completely failed. Like they had to cancel their mint. And that's an example. You can I can type it in the chat if you want to look into it. So the project is called District. I'm not sure if it's spelled like this, but you can look into it in Twitter. And for us, that's a sign that the market is just not ready for a big collection. As I said earlier, we have like a 10K, we're sitting on a 10K collection, and the collection's so big that so basically the idea is we release the platform first, and then Solana VT, we want to make the character Solana VT popular. And if people from the Solana community really likes the character and everyone's like following Solana VT because she's gonna be like some kind of influencer on Solana, then maybe people could see her, let's say, as a let's say the Mickey Mouse of Solana, and they might actually want to mint the collection. That's how we're going to try to introduce the second collection as some kind of derivative from Solana VT. So I guess that's the plan. So the first part is make Solana VT popular, launch this platform, make Solana VT the only streamer to watch her. So okay, Sakuya wrote Solana Degens will love her if she has her own meme coin and it goes up. Well, that's the thing. It's like that's why we wanted to call the token VTuber because VTuber it's a Solana VT. VT means VTuber. So we kind of wanted to have like a bridge where it's kind of it's like her token, but it's also the token of Solana.stream. And the reason why we're not using the stream token, because that would have made a lot of sense, is just because there's this other project on Solana. I think it's called Streamflow, and the project is not doing very well right now. But I mean, it was still a pretty big project a couple months ago, and they even got listing in the centralized exchange like Bybit. So basically, they stole the stream token name. So obviously, that would have made the most sense for us. But VTuber is still a good name because Solana VT is gonna be the mascot of Solana, and yeah, I guess that's the token name that we're gonna fall back on. So it acts like as a meme coin and also as a coin for the Solana.stream platform. So that's pretty much what the plan is. I know, like, I wish I could have just given you the second collection because I know you waited for so long to get this, but I mean, we have to be realistic here in the sense that if we want the project to survive and continue, we have to make sure that if we release the second collection, that we actually have like enough demand for it. And I believe Solana VT is going to be very key to make the character popular again. And yeah, so that's pretty much what the plan is. I don't know if I can show you other stuff we made. Um, right now, I don't think I can show you right now, but it's true that we did work in a whole book. Like we have a whole lore book about all kinds of blockchain characters that we have wrote on Discord. Like we have like Ethereum as a character, we have Avalanche, and we have all bunch of other like blockchain characters, and we finished the whole book. Um, so that's again, we have a lot of supplemental material that we never got to release. It's just that we kept it for the when we're gonna do the push for this second collection. But so what will the pre-sale be like for us old holders? Well, as we said, there's gonna be no pre-sale for the collection. We said that we would give, like if you own one Wolves NFT, you're gonna get one lit NFT, which is the second collection. Uh, yeah, exactly. As Bernard says, we wrote 12 chapters of the audiobook. This is like all completed. It's all finished as of today. Uh, I could try maybe to play just okay, let me just see if I can find quickly some of that stuff. Uh, I just have to see where I classified this. One second. Yeah, it's because I just moved like recently and I'm just trying to I think it might be on another hard drive that I have. Well, as of right now, the main benefit for Wolves holders will be like priority whitelisted for the mint. Okay, play chapter two. Yeah, chapter two would be great to play. Just one second, I'll try to find this information. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I think I got it. I will play chapter two in a second. Yeah, I think that would be.
Solana sprinted through the back alleyways of San Diego. She didn't know if Fed agents were following her or not, but she wasn't going to stop until she was sure they weren't tailing her. It was challenging to run with a backpack full of technical equipment swinging left to right on her back, pulling her off her center of balance. She occasionally stopped to catch her breath and adjust the straps over her shoulders. If the government knew what she had in her possession, Ethereum's holographic glyph, they'd be all over her with military helicopters and security vehicles. Hell, they could just as easily switch all the traffic lights to blinking yellow, bring traffic to a screeching halt, and track her down on foot. She had to return to her residence, where her signal jammers and VPN connection could mask her electronic signature. Her dwelling had all the features needed to disrupt the government's stranglehold on society. Without her many precautions, she would have been spotted and captured by the feds long ago. Solana felt confident enough to stop and rest while temporarily tucked away in the rear entrance of Mirabella, a Mediterranean restaurant. She leaned against the metal door and slumped to the ground. The adrenaline was starting to wear off. She could finally feel the toll the physical exertion had taken on her body. Her feet were throbbing. Her thighs and calf muscles burned like fire, and a low-level headache was growing in intensity along her temples. She sat there, gasping for air when she heard the flick of a lighter and saw a small orange flame illuminate a man's face. He had dark skin and a soothing voice.
I knew you were fast, but I expected you to have more stamina.
The man said, twiddling his 2 fingers to imitate a person running.
You must have gotten yourself into 33 different flavors of trouble.
Solana squinted to catch a better glimpse of the man and quickly recognized him. After all, he sold his famous EVM-compatible blockchain to venture capitalists.
Avalanche!
She asked.
What are you doing here?
Avalanche chuckled, took a drag off his cigar, and blew a cloud of smoke into the air.
What am I doing anywhere?
He asked rhetorically.
The real question is, what are you doing here?
He glanced around at the dank alleyways surrounding them.
I highly doubt you decided to sprint through San Diego just to burn calories.
Solana huffed. She wasn't exactly keen on the idea of sharing information with Avalanche. While she didn't trust him, she knew he wasn't working with the government, and that was all that mattered at the moment.
I'm lost.
She said, which was true, but not the whole truth. She winced in pain as she forced herself back on her feet.
Do you have a ride? Can you get me out of here?
She pleaded.
Oh, I have lots of rides.
Avalanche replied, quite pleased.
Lamborghini, Bentley, Rolls-Royce.
He peeped at Solana and added,
Sometimes it's smart to know when to put the revolution on hold and just play ball.
He took another drag of his cigar and blew a near-perfect smoke ring in the air.
Sure.
Solana said, indignant.
Play ball. With the system.
Avalanche chuckled again.
Well, you don't see me sprinting through the alleyways running for my life.
That's because I'm doing something.
Solana replied.
Now cut the bullshit. Are you going to give me a ride or not?
After some deep contemplation, Avalanche nodded and said,
I'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Solana grumbled. She hated being indebted to anyone, least of all Avalanche, and especially not for something as trivial as a ride.
For 10,000 USDC.
Avalanche added.
What?
For 10,000 USDC.
Avalanche repeated. He saw the confusion on Solana's face as he shrugged and began to clarify.
I don't do anything for free. You know that. So enough with the sticker shock. You can afford it.
She repeated the price so he could hear how absurd it sounded.
10,000 USDC? For a fucking ride across town?
Okay,
Avalanche put up his hands in defense.
I guess you could always walk.
His eyes wandered wistfully to the night sky, illuminated by stars, streetlights, and the red and blue flashes of police lights.
There's a lot of security out tonight.
He mused. Solana huffed once and glared at him.
Fine.
She growled.
10,000 USDC.
Look at us. Fast friends.
Avalanche said, swinging his arm out and giving Solana a firm pat on the back. Avalanche drove a brand new blacked-out Rolls-Royce with tinted windows. The seats were soft leather, the interior smelled like cologne, and the ceiling lit up like a glittering night sky made of thousands of fiber optic lights. Solana was disgusted by such an opulent display of wealth, especially since his purchase further contributed to the success of some money-hungry CEO who stepped on wage slaves to get richer. However, she couldn't deny that someone like Avalanche would be worth keeping on her good side.
Can I ask you a question?
Solana asked him.
Of course.
Avalanche activated self-driving mode with a button, then turned towards her.
For 100 USDC.
God damn it, Avalanche.
What?
He replied, tensing up at her accusing tone.
You think I make the rules? If you'd like to ask me a question, you must give me 100 USDC.
Solana growled in frustration as she swiped her fingertip across the glossy screen of her electronic watch. She conjured up a holographic icon of the number 100 and flicked it at Avalanche. The number swirled through the air, caught in the gravity of Avalanche's watch, where it got sucked in and blinked out of existence.
Thank you. Now, what's your question?
Avalanche said.
Why don't you ever get involved in the uprising?
She asked.
The government is running loose, destroying everything. People like Ethereum and I are doing everything we can to stop them while you're driving a Rolls-Royce.
Avalanche interrupted Solana and said,
There are two certainties in life, death and taxes. I have good contacts in the government, and I value them dearly.
Solana continued.
Corporations are cramming shitty imports down everyone's throats. Look.
She pointed to a billboard advertising optical implants to enhance the metaverse experience.
Why don't you help us? Why don't you do something?
Damn it. Solana, haven't you been listening?
Avalanche took his eyes off the road for just a moment to look Solana dead in the eyes. He leaned closer and said firmly,
I don't do anything for free.
Yeah, so that's the second chapter, but we have literally the whole, uh, I guess, book in form of audiobook. So we have this kind of content waiting for marketing for the, I guess, the second collection. But yeah, that's pretty much where we stand right now. So we're pretty close to finishing on getting this streaming platform ready. Uh, yeah, our name is pretty good though. Solana.stream. It's actually the real like Solana itself. I don't know what Solana, the foundation, is gonna say about this, but it's probably gonna catch some attention, at least for the name. But I don't know if you guys have any other questions you would like to discuss today. Yeah, I know it's completely different tone. Solana VT is supposed to be just like for fun. It's very light. Also, it's like content that's made just for me to make people laugh. And the portfolio, oh yeah, okay, I'll just show another one of them. Just give me a second. I'll pull another one. Uh, all right, this one here.
I don't know about you, Degens, but this isn't my first crypto cycle. When I first got into crypto, I thought I was being smart with having a diversified portfolio. Unfortunately, that portfolio included SafeMoon, Terra Luna, and FTX. Yeah, it was a bloodbath. Almost as bad as that time I tried flipping NFTs. But this cycle, it's gonna be different. No more overthinking my trades. This time, I'm going with my instincts. I've been thinking about Morad's meme coin supercycle theory and wondering if it'll actually come true. His meme coin narrative is pretty compelling, and hey, crazier things have happened. But hey, no matter how this cycle turns out, I'll remember to take some profits this time. I don't know about you, Degens, but
Yeah, so that's another one we made, but yeah, we literally had like 25 TikTok uh, with Solana VT like this. So yeah, I know you guys really like the artwork of the original collection, and well, to be fair to the artist BTG, even if we're not in good terms with her, like she did do a really good job with the artwork, and we can commend her for doing such a good job for this. The second artist that made or the lit collection, I believe, is just as good or even better than the original Wolf's art. But you'll see more as we get to, I guess, do the marketing for this second collection one day. So yeah, at least we're today the goal was to show that we actually did stuff. It's like I know that over the last 2 years, like we were like really quiet and kind of looked like maybe we were not working on the project anymore, but we really did work and kept working on this. And yeah, so hopefully we're gonna be successful at some point in the future, especially with the platform and obviously, I'm crossing my finger that people, the whole community on Solana is gonna like Solana VT, and we can actually get a big following with her. And obviously, she's gonna do everything she can to promote World of Solana and the next collection. So she's basically the bridge between this platform and the NFT, the second NFT collection that we would like to launch. And right now, as of today, I believe that's the best plan that we can think of to actually be successful. Well, but if you have any other idea or maybe leads that you think we should be looking into, you can just write it in the chat and we're gonna consider any ideas you might have. But that's pretty much where we are right now with the project. And yeah, hopefully it was a good stream just to show you a little bit of what we're planning to do in the next couple months. So I don't know if you guys have any other question for me for today. I'll just wait maybe another minute and then if not, then we're gonna conclude this stream. Maybe I can say a little something also about the platform itself. There's other competitors that have tried to launch a crypto streaming platform. Uh, for example, Abstract launch a crypto streaming platform, and there's another one that doesn't look very good. It's called a Party. I mean, at least to me, I'm not gonna bash them, but I don't really like how it looks. And but the issue with all these platforms, in our opinion, is that they're trying to beat YouTube or Twitch, and in our case, we're not trying to compete with the big platforms. We're basically trying to supplement them and transforming them to allow crypto tipping. So that's the as you can see on our website, you're still able to connect with Twitch and YouTube. So basically, it's not meant to replace these platforms, but to allow um, streamers using those platforms to receive crypto donations. And by doing so, they're gonna solve one big problem that they have. Is that I don't know if you guys know, but YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, they both take 50% of the tips. So let's say you give a $10 donation to your favorite streamer, then $5 is going to YouTube or TikTok, and that's a lot of money. But if the streamer is using Solana.stream, then the streamer is going to keep like 95% of that money. So that's like literally the business plan around this is that the big platforms are taking too much of a cut on streamers. And by using crypto, they're going to be able to bypass this somehow and get 95% of the money. And we're going to take a 5% cut for at least for Sol and for USDC, and an even smaller cut than that if the streamers are using VTuber. And also another issue that streamers face is that they can get chargebacks. So let's say somebody gives let's say $200 to a streamer, and that person says call their credit card and say, okay, I want to reverse my transaction because my son has used my credit card uh, without my knowledge. Then the credit card is going to reverse the transaction, and then the streamer ends up owning the money back. So that's something that really annoys streamer because they face chargebacks with credit cards. While with using crypto, there's no chargebacks possible. I mean, a transaction is a single way. So once the tip is sent, it's going straight to the streamer. There's no waiting time. The streamer gets it instantly. And while on the other platforms, they only pay streamers every 2 weeks or 4 weeks. So they wait until there is enough money and then they send the money to the streamer. So again, there's many advantages to using crypto for streaming, and we're aiming to provide facilitating crypto tips for streamers. So that's pretty much what it is. Well, thank you, Sakuya, at least for believing in, or at least liking what we're working on so far. And yeah, thanks again for coming for the stream. And yeah, if you have any other questions that you didn't think of, then you can just hop on the Layer One Tales Discord, and I'm always there to answer. Okay, I see another question from Sakuya. Is it supposed to be a safe for work platform? Yeah, at first it's gonna be like this because obviously streamers have to use either Twitch or YouTube. So basically they have to comply to the terms of service of these platforms, and these platforms are safe for work. However, there's like other, I guess, possibilities. I know it's still too early for that, but this is a bit funny. But we were discussing we could also do like non-safe for work streaming, where we could even pay for the bandwidth. I'll give an example. Uh, for example, this website, I know it's funny just to write it like that, but Chatterbait is like the biggest streaming platform for like sexual content. And obviously, there's a big case that we could have a streaming platform in crypto for like let's say strippers. Let's say you want to, let's say instead of going to a stripper club, then you can just watch strippers and you can just donate to them with cryptocurrency. So that's something that we could actually be working with. Like, I mean, the platform would be the same, but I don't think we would use Solana.stream for that purpose. We would probably use another name. And yeah, uh, actually, we did buy this domain. Actually, I don't think I can type. I'll just type it like this. But it would actually be this. It would be like dgentube.com. That could be maybe the non-safe for work version of the platform, where it would be only like sexual content, I guess. So that could be another idea. Obviously, this is not in the cards in the next couple months, but these are all possibilities, things that we could be working, because I mean, it's using the same platform. There would be very little differences. And in that case, for non-safe for work content, we would probably host it ourselves instead of using it. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, we did think about it because it does make sense, and Chatterbait is such a big website, and I know a couple people that are actually using this, and it's pretty big. And if there's a platform like this that accepts cryptocurrency, I think it's gonna be a winner as well. So that's something we definitely looking forward, at least not in the short term or even midterm, but I would say maybe later this year. If we see that we have any success with Solana.stream for safe for work content, then obviously we can just expand and create a second platform just for that. So yeah, that's a good idea. Streams have to either stream from YouTube. Yeah, exactly. What just Burner just said. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good one. All right, so I'll still wait another minute if you have a last question that comes through your mind or that you would like me to answer. It's gonna be my pleasure to answer about it. Well, today I'm not a streamer myself. I mean, I'm trying the platform today just to showcase a bit how it works. But obviously, yeah, I'll just talk a bit about Solana VT. The actress doing Solana VT actually has more than 100,000 followers. She knows what she's doing, and like she's really good for streaming. Like like she's really good at handling a crowd. She's entertaining, but she also speaks like really well, as you've seen in the couple clips that you've seen. She has like a perfect American English, and like she's really funny. And yeah, I think people are gonna like her, to be honest, because she's a bit different. As I spoke with Silent over the last couple months working on this, like you have like two types of streamers usually. You have like the over sexualized streamers, and then you have the annoying VTubers. Excuse me, when we talk about VTubers, we have the over sexualized VTubers, or you have like the very annoying VTubers, like kind of childish VTubers. And Solana VT is neither of those. It's like she's able to make like really funny jokes that are like clever as well. And I think the overly male oriented, I guess, let's face it, I think 90% of people in crypto are males and maybe 10% are female. But I think the male is gonna like her just because she's like she's very witty, clever, she's really funny. But you will see it when she's gonna do her stream, how she does, and we'll try to make it as entertaining as possible. All right. Well, I mean, I'll have to go for now, but thanks for your time, and hopefully this stream was able to clear some things about this. Oh, I'm subscribed to Takanashi Kiera and Mori Calliope VTubers from HoloLive. Yeah, we're actually using some of the same technology that HoloLive use with our 3D character. I think you might have seen it on the announcement we did with the dance, the live dance video that we have posted. Uh, yeah, that's kind of the same technology that HoloLive uses. But as time goes on, and if we get more money, we're gonna try to improve how the 3D character looks. So it's like a work in progress. We're starting like this. We already made an improvement just a week ago. We have already made better facial expressions for the 3D character. We have not filmed any TikTok yet with the improved face expressions of Solana, but at least you're gonna be able to see it during the stream. So you might see a difference between how now Solana is more expressive, like she has like bigger eyes, or she can smile or frown, or like have literally better facial expressions. So that's something that we already improved 2 weeks ago. So all right, so I'll end the stream for now. So thanks again for joining in, and we will keep you updated when we're ready to launch the platform, so you can see, I guess, the marketing campaign unfold. All right, well, thanks everyone, and have a good day.